Michigan Stadium. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the LSU Tigers and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Guys?
Holly, thank you. The Wolverines ready to kick it away first. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. They're the new #1 team in the country. What do they need to do to stay in that spot?
Well, and it's cool to see this team earn that, right? Like, they haven't been #1. They had to go get it on the field, and now it's got to stay on the field, Jesse. One game at a time. Don't get over our skis. Think about too many things in the future. Think about today.
Yeah, they've got to have a sense of urgency now, especially knowing that that #1 beside the name, they're going to get everybody's best shot. So they've got to step up. They've actually got to elevate their play now, I think, to keep.
Makes a grab and room to run. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that third down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
Handoff, Caden Durham. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Just feeds the running back. LSU will get a first down. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, the running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
They got it blocked just enough and a good gain on that run.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Here comes the heat. Got a first down. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the 2nd and short.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Here's a give to Durham. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And they said to us in the meetings leading up to this football game, really wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, run the football. First drive, this is exactly what they're doing. They're getting what they want. This defense has to get better at the point of attack.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Rides to the back. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
The give to Caden Durham. Maybe some room here. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
On the direct snap, it's Durham. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Gives it. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now, it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Finds his target. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number 1, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground is a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Underwood can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Under pressure. Picked off. What a play by this defense. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45.
What a beautiful sight. And not only are we big, and strong and powerful and athletic, you can have unbelievable hands to the mix, because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They're going to ride this running back. Turning it on. He's at the and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown LSU.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On the ground, it's Marshall. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Guys, LSU has the lead here. As we take a look at the stats, things a little one-sided so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Throwing, Underwood. Rush right in his face. Avoids the punishment with the slide and a good gain on that run.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Making the adjustment.
Stay up.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. On the move. He'll pull it down. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
Fresh center downs going to the air. That's reeled in. It's Brown. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. He's looking to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Right down the middle. Makes a connection. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains. And when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Back to throw, it's Levitt. They're all over him. Slides to the ground after picking up the first. Great play on 2nd and short. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Tough run here. It's Berry. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Defense wants to bring the heat. 2nd down, gonna throw it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
The Tigers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for a crease. It's Berry. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Looking to throw, it's Levin. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Tigers right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Straight ahead, it's Berry. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Third and 6 yards to go. DB's right up on the receivers. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Lets it fly. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Hits inside. It's Marshall. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Here's Underwood to throw.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. They go play action. Bryce Underwood just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use the timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. Inside the 30. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on second and long. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Rush is on. Right side, it's Johnson. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. It's our forced to settle for 3. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We begin with Iowa, taking on the number 3 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the home team in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. As we check in on these top 25 matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football is.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single.
Makes the grab in their space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And the Wolverines want to move quickly. Underwood. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
You know, with defense, it's this pick-or-poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. Firing to the right, complete. Oh, he got loose. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Throwing, Underwood unloads to the wideout. Left side, it's Stewart. Touchdown, Michigan! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Well, it had to start somewhere for this offense and this quarterback, and they finally find some life here early in the second half. That was a first half to forget, no question about it. And obviously, there's a lot of work still to be done, but It's all about momentum. And getting that touchdown pass, David, that just may spark things for him and this offense.
Well, and obviously building this deficit, they're not going to be able to run the football like they want to. It's going to be on his shoulders. So to watch him come out focused with a plan, the second half adjustments are going to be crucial. But it's going to be on his shoulders, and that's a good start. And they've cut into this lead, but it's going to have to be continue to be through the air with this passing attack.
They'll try it over the left side.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Look out! Makes the grab. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. The give to Caden Durham. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Was to pass. Out wide left, it's Wilson. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking to throw for it. Fires to the middle. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. There he goes. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. Somehow they fought all the way back, and it's a one-possession game.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football. But here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Left side, it's Durham. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the air, it's Levitt. Loads to the right. Fires it incomplete.
And, man, you got to love the way the defense just took this field. Like, offense scores, cuts into the lead, and they had some juice, some energy, flying around, being physical, everybody getting to the football, and now forcing the punt, and a chance to give the ball back to their offense to do some damage.
Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Here's Underwood to throw. Caught. He is delivering the blow while running. And he gets it to the 39.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Wants to go up top on second down. Makes the grab. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up in the 26 with the first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. Quick give. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Line is set on third down. Underwood. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Out wide right, it's Durham. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Tigers racing to the line in a hurry-up. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Pulls it in. Still running at the 40. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. Past the 10. To the house. Touchdown, LSU. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Under pressure. Swings it out to the flat. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Underwood on the play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
The Wolverines lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Quarterback changing the play. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Hauls it in. Flying out to the left. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 28-24 game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Handoff, Caden Durham. Fights off a defender. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Here's Durham one more time. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And after After taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but this is a critical third down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back, put the pressure on their own defense.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Unloads it left. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on third and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a fourth down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Marsh. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. Changing the routes with his receivers. Underwood in the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Throwing, Underwood. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Again, it's Underwood. Fires into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, third and long coming. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Going to look downfield again. Fires to the right. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Hey, man, I love guys with situational awareness in football. It's third and long. You know it. He's sitting right near the sticks. ready to break on the football, ready for the quarterback to throw. He does, forces the INT. Nice heads-up, smart play by that young man.
They'll start on the ground with Durham. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. To the air, it's Levin. Caught over the middle, it's Brown. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the first down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
They're backed up just a little. First and 10 from their own 19. The give and tick, 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 tick. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Back to pass on second down. He lets one fly deep. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. And the interception was enough. The return made it even better as he gets it down to the 48-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Making the adjustment on the play. To throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Trying to make magic with his feet. Bring him down.
And this defense, how about it, man? Putting some pressure on the quarterback, getting the big sack, but now letting him take off and get so many yards back and climb back in this third down situation. Good response by this offense from a disastrous first down.
Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. Here's Underwood to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the third down.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
Looking for running room. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Motion from the wide receiver. The offense going to try again on another play. They'll just spike it on this one.
I absolutely hate that play call. At this point of the game, you're trailing, you're trying an outside run. It's a slow developing play, eating up seconds. And if you're going to do that, at least you have to be able to get out of bounds. He wasn't able to do it, and now the clock is ticking and ticking away. That is just not the right play call in this 2-minute situation.
He's changing the play. Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
I love players that step up in big situations, in big moments of big games like that, late in this game on 3rd down, and just get the job done. That defender, an outstanding job. Outstanding.
He's going for the big play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams